The V3 is unlike anything Remington's previously produced, and in fact, it's bringing some interesting and innovative features to the marketplace. The V3 weighs 7¼ pounds. That makes it about a ½ pound to a full pound lighter than any other current Remington 12-gauge autoloader. But when you take weight out of a shotgun, you run the risk of increasing the felt recoil for the shooter. And so the best shotguns today are coming with some sort of built-in system or device to reduce the recoil. Now, it's called the VersaPort. It was originally introduced in 2010 in Remington's VersaMax shotgun, and it's been very well regarded. Now, it's a very simple and yet very ingenious system because it uses the length of the shot shell to determine how many of the ports are open and how many are closed. Now, the idea is to equalize the amount of propellant gas force on the action, and also to equalize the amount of felt recoil regardless of what type of shells the shooter is shooting. The way Remington explains it is that it extends the time of recoil, and that the peak recoil with the V3 is about half that a shooter would feel with a conventional gas-operated shotgun. Now, the V3, unlike almost all semi-automatics from Remington and other manufacturers, lacks a key part, and that is a long, heavy recoil spring that extends from the rear of the receiver well back into the buttstock. Instead, they've moved that weight forward by replacing that big spring with two smaller springs inside the receiver at the bottom on either side. The controls of the V3 are very well thought out, typical of Remington's. The safety button is here at the rear of the trigger guard. The bolt locks open when retracted. The bolt release button is here on the right-hand side of the receiver. And a new wrinkle for Remington's is a magazine cutoff. It's located right here. And that's a handy thing to have when you want to clear the chamber, but not put the shells in the magazine tube into the loading sequence. Now, we rather like the lines of the V3. The synthetic stock has a utilitarian look, but there's no question that this is the most streamlined semi-automatic design that Remington's come up with since the all-time favorite model 1100. And so we think that if the V3 really delivers on its promise, it could very well be the model that introduces and popularizes the Remington brand with an all-new generation of shotgunners.
For more reviews of firearms and shooting gear, check out the latest edition of American Rifleman the magazine,